Yes, Happy New Year to you all, my Facebook listeners and my YouTubers. I just want you welcome you all back to a new episode and a new season of my perspective. It's been a while, but you know, it's been a transition for me. So I'm happy to be back once again to give you my thoughts, share my all my I would say give you my insights and my perspectives. A lot of things, and it's just what it is. Just to give overview, you know, for myself, it's been a transition into my own businesses, yeah, doing taxes and real estate and all that. So, it's been a tough 2024. But to God be the glory, I've been able to succeed and fight through the struggles, and I'm here in 2025. I missed you all, but time is the master for everything. Yes, time is the master for everything, and that's just that the reality behind it. Tonight's show will be just half an hour. Yes, we're half an hour, not too long tonight, just to get myself acclimatized again and just to share my thoughts and just to give you, my perspective on certain things for past year 2024. And before I get to that, I want to wish you and your family all the best 2025. And may God continue to make you prosperous in 2025 and continue to give you strength. As them said, every day above earth, we got to celebrate. Yeah, man, every day above earth, we have to celebrate life. And life is precious. And we have to try to enjoy each day, enjoy each person's company, friends, family, and all that. But the world is changing. Yeah, the world is changing. Yeah, the world is changing right in front of our eyes. The world is changing, and we just have to give thanks that whenever we make it for another year, and we can knock some wood and say, yes, we have made it to 2025. So keep faith, keep working hard. As I say, work, hard work always pay off. That formula doesn't change. Hard work pays off, my brothers and sisters. And so we have to give thanks. But keep working on, get your rest, take your vacation, enjoy local life when you can. So in this half an hour show tonight, and I will before I even remember that it's going to be every Wednesdays between hours of 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, wherever you are in the world, Jamaica, Canada. I'm not sure if we will be on the same time, but it will be 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. I don't need to go further and saying, that we have to specify what time we are. Just gotta know 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. In this new episode, this new series of my perspective, hope to bring more interviews and different insights. My mixture, politics, sports, entertainment will be a part of that. And also see how best I can bring other persons with doctors and who can discuss certain things, health issues and all that. So my perspective will be having some more variety in terms of its presentation to you all. But tonight, as I said, it's going to be half an hour, so time flies really fast. And we got to talk about certain things already. And I'm just going to give a summary of my perspective on certain things 2024 that really highlights that certain things are changing. And I'm going to start with my hometown, Jamaica. and and they adjust to all things around the world. But as I saw through the media, reading a lot of the newspaper and all that, I see where the politics is getting hot, and I see where the government of Jamaica is looking to do infrastructure expansion and maintenance, and do building on new infrastructure in Jamaica. And that is particular to the roads. Yeah, the roads in Jamaica have become undrivable, and so they say it's a crisis now. So they expect that they will want to try to deal with this matter urgently, and there's $45 billion that will be spent US on the Jamaican roads, which is good news, because for years, for decades now, Jamaican people have suffered. And one thing the Prime to talk about was that there was no proper governance or no extra money in the budget to do capital expenditure and all these repair maintenance of the roads. And once again, it just shows, when they keep borrowing, different government came and keep borrowing. There was no extra cash. Now, with a good, it seems that the economy is well, and the government have a lot of cash in reserves that they can now do their own construction and maintenance of the infrastructure, which is something that needs to be addressed, because people don't understand having infrastructure is going to require maintenance. And it's quite clear that the roads in Jamaica were very, 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 very bad. They were very, very not kept properly. The government had kept borrowing money to fix roads, and the economy was not growing at that rapid pace. But listen, as I says in life, they say time is the master for everything. Yes, time is the master. Time is the master for everything. And it's good now that the Jamaica economy has enough cash to do what they can do, less borrowing, and their GDP is good. So that's one of the things I want to highlight. Some people will say otherwise. But one thing I've learned about Jamaica is that the people are very fickle, and their expectations are very high. And if they not eat them now, they feast the economy not doing well. But what Jamaicans need to understand, that they got to find themselves to be very productive. I mean, productive in terms of whatever skills you have. And also, I keep saying this, it's time to make a look at investing in small businesses, small, medium, mom and pops, encouraging self-employment, because nothing better than to empower the people where they can earn their own money. Self-empowerment is critical for any country. And I've learned that myself over years, that self-empowerment, when you depend on someone to pay your own bills, is not good, because they have control over your destiny in terms of how much they pay you and when they want to pay you. But if the people can empower themselves, have small businesses and do something for themselves, it's better. Nothing wrong with companies, don't get twisted, because you're going to need the experience to take on your own self-employment. But at the same time, I encourage my brothers and sisters out there to try to get something done. And you have to understand that life, the world is changing so much. It's changing at a rapid pace. And therefore, one income, from my perspective, is just not sufficient. One income is just not sufficient in this time of age. You have to plan. If you depend on your pension, yeah, we get a good pension, fine. But listen, one income, especially if you're a single person, is not going to sufficient to make you be better off. Unless you have a high degree and a job paying even if you make $300,000, you still have something additional income. Because when you retire, that money sometimes vanish away. So my thing is that self-employment is one, and you have a job to do. What day job is fine. But back to Jamaica, I see there's growth. There's a lot of development in housing and all that. But at the same time, the level of corruption, and the biggest one is crime, still being an X factor in crime. Although the government can boast of 18% reduction, that should be 30% reduction or 40% reduction in crime. I guess they will say they're getting there. But once again, yes, it's getting there, but how long? This government has been in power for 8 years. 8 years. And this is the first 18% reduction in crime. which are saying that now they're doing a lot of investment and all that. And one note up to the obvious is that this government, I want to say the government, the police force is able now to, whenever a heinous crime is committed, is able to investigate, capture, and also charge individuals for heinous crimes. Last one was Ms. Barbara Gale, former courthouse reporter who died tragically at her home. She's assisting someone. The guy that tried to bash her in the head, take her life. The guy took her car, a Mercedes car, and then drove away. But the community, he went to community, and the community said they don't want him periodically. So he went to hide, and the police in a couple of days, they were able to catch him and charge him for the murder of Barbara Gale. Very unfortunate. This lady is in her 70s and she retired. She deserves, she needs to go and meet her maker in a peaceful way, not in a disruptive way. And this is what bothered me. The Jamaica, the ignorance level and the desperation of some of these youngsters, young people in the country has led to these heinous crime. And especially with a lot of guns in there, also is a big factor. So, yeah, Jamaica has a lot of work to do still in terms of making that progression where the people of the country can feel that they have a chance in life. I can't talk about more other things, but not tonight. I just want to touch on some beautiful things, and just discuss certain things. I just want to talk about last night the Freedom Street party. I should say the return of Gaza. Yeah, they say they're crowning the king of dancehall now. I don't know about that. I don't know if you can read. Yeah, the people have imposed title upon them. So if you want to impose himself a king of dancehall, that's a film thing. But me and my preference him still. I was there listening to part of the shows while coming home, from church to my wife, and then listen to. I mean, to be honest, listen, Gaza. Cartel, but they are my type of my time. Just to me, not stage presence, stage vibes. Catalog of music is fine, but you have to have some vibes. I tell them all about one of the best things I've ever seen on stage. Can you go see a show? I mean, catalog music that already. Yeah, but one of the best performers I've ever seen was Ninja Man, who's in prison right now for murder. Ninja Man, I can name a few. I can say Beanie Man, and a great performer. And the list goes on and on, When you're on stage, you have a presence with your catalog of music so people can feel the energy from it. With my DJ Bounty Killer, I always have that energy. Yeah, man. Bounty Killer. Yeah, man. Bounty Killer was one of man you can't have a stage. But you have to have stage presence. And that's the biggest thing with the show Cartel. Yeah, I'm on catalog and come back. It's fine. The fans them love what I'm getting. But then some of these artists, now I'm not, vulgarity, the whole thing about, the stalking playing, like them talk to the mic. They're not getting energy, and curse words and all them things. But it's what it is. But life is just like that. As I say, Cartel is back. So therefore, I'm saying new king of dancehall. So let's see what his catalog will be. We at him catalog, or I'm not gonna live off of him legacy with old music. I would say this when I listen to his music is very lyrical, content, smart, intellectual, smart in terms of DJ and all that. So let's see if we can recapture that vibes. But see the performance, I don't know. It's singing song catalog, but I have to give me the energy. And that's what we need all the while. Energy from the artist, energy that, although you have a catalog, it give me our vibes. I can listen to all night and perform. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on Freedom Street. I wish him all the best. He says a change, man. I feel we promote certain things. They have to give him credit, man. Get a second chance in life. You just have to know, say, yo, that's what it is. That's what it is. So they must make use of it. So let's hope, waiting for 2025, what did it bring new to the stage, Yeah, man. Patrick Alley big up say, yeah, one more year upon them. Blessings, boss. Yeah, man. Love, you know. Always love my brother. Same to you and your family, boss. You know, one more year. Well, I get you feel like a great up, boss. Well, it's all good. God bless you too. You know, blessings. So move on. You know, I'm tonight will be a very short show. You know, I tell you, more time when you start, you know, the flow of picture thing just start. Well, you know, a recap, give some of my perspective about Jamaica politics and the cartel show last night and all that. But you know, I'm glad them take a change of leaf, come back a road doing thing. I want him to know. I know him can't be the Boja show the boy. Got a Boja different element. Everybody has a Boja name different. So we'll leave that story right so for now. Yeah, I can't have a discussion. Let's talk about the US. Yeah, the US, you know, we have made another transition to when another president. Um, Donald Trump, the comeback kid or the comeback king, is back for his final presidency, and everything is winding up right now. You know, the world has prepared for his return, and I think they put all the mechanism in place for him. People can disagree or agree, man. I'm thinking that he's looking to do a better job than when he was in office the first time. You know, when him have this guy Elon Musk, yeah, and right, and you know, so I know he's going to be able to dictate and help Donald Trump make some positive change. Although I'm suspecting that they will attempt to chop and reduce some of the funding for government services and all that. So I wait to see what's going on with that, because they are planning to do a lot of immigration. They're looking to even look at basically reducing social security, try to reduce government and the federal money in spending. I wish them luck, because it's quite obvious over the years I've learned, when I've seen them notice that the debt ceiling has continued to rise, and also I would say the deficit has continued to rise, and it seems like this is the type of economy the U.S. has, where it doesn't want to cut certain things, or I wanted to keep raising the debt ceiling. The debt keep on rising, especially to China and all those things. But I must say that this second presidency will be different. Someone suspect he want to do good. He want to try to keep his campaign promises, but I know that there will be a lot of things. So he's waiting for January 6th or January 20th for that ceremony. But we're here. If you come to chaos again, then there's one thing I've learned: America will survive. Yeah, it will survive with chaos if it comes back with chaos. If it comes to good, it will be better for everybody. And I hope that people understand that, Donald Trump is the Donald Trump. If he changes for the better and do what he has to do, make sure the country is better, fine. It's going to be wonderful. I see where Canada president met with him, because they're planning to increase the tariffs and all that. So, but I say that, with the world, they are prepared for chaos from Donald Trump. But once again, I'm suspecting there might not much be chaos from him, to be honest. I stand to be corrected, and I hope to see that my words come to pass. I just want to talk about another thing that I've gone. This is a big thing. TikTok, yeah, TikTok. The federal government or the Congress or the courts is trying to shut down TikTok, or force them to sell their company to US with US partners or US counterparts, sell their company. And the biggest factor is the China involvement with TikTok. The nationals are being owned by Chinese nationals, companies by Chinese nationals. Therefore, the US is very scared and skeptic about the data that TikTok is collecting on its people. And they're looking to see if that if you know if China have that information, what harm can they do to USA? So they are saying that they want TikTok to be sold to a US company because of all the data and information that they have about US citizen people. You see, China, although they're authoritarian, whatever communist country, they're very smart. You know, they strategically position themselves. And China is one of the people that they just strategize and they spread their economic wealth among other countries. And I think that's what the fear is about from you when they see that they're spreading the economic wealth. You know, one place, that's Jamaica, the economic wealth that's spreading there by infrastructure development, highway buildings, and all other things they're involved in. And the other countries too that they're trying to spread the economic wealth too. So China is really now coming a powerhouse in the world. You know, and they're very smart in how they operate and doing their things. And so my thing is this: the US is trying to force TikTok to sell its company to a US company. I know there are a lot of companies out there waiting for that opportunity because they realize TikTok right now is a new sensation. It's running YouTube hot. You know, doing this thing where it's giving money, creating new opportunities in terms of businesses for people in doing TikTok videos and all that. In my revenue. Good night, Raji. How are you, sir?
Good night. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, you know, you might not Raji do TikTok, you know, videos and games and all that, but it's what it is. It's what it is. TikTok is here to stay. One other thing I'm talking about, you know, about this is Bitcoins. Yeah, Bitcoins is gone. Yeah, Bitcoin is here to stay. Feds and whatever the regulations they're going to put in place. It's going to be interesting times to see how best the Bitcoin grow. I never will believe Bitcoins, you know, but it seems like it has taken the world by storm now, and Bitcoin is here to stay. So we can't fight that. Bitcoin. Sometimes, you know, one thing with America, and this is Americans take a lot of risk. Yeah, they take a lot of risk, and the loss is there. The loss is there. The income is there. The income is here. And that's just part of the nature of people, I think. Some of us don't might. Yeah, I take my risk, but my sister something I go back in returns, and that is where my thing is. But see, Bitcoin came out of a risk. The people started it, and now it's on the federal government regulation, and it went down low and came back up. Now it's steady and growing. So people are in the Bitcoins. Kudos to you for taking that risk. Yeah, I wasn't sure about Bitcoin to be honest, and I didn't take that risk. But that's life. We'll win some and we'll lose some. Hopefully down the road we might have something else, a new currency created, and then we can take a risk too. Invest $100, $200, still go. So risk is the key in anything in life when it comes to money or investments. We as individuals got to be smart and be willing to give up something if that risk run afoul or run into a loss situation. That's my take on that. Just want to talk about US again, talk about the Bitcoins. The other ones that, you know, it's quite interesting times, you know, with the NFL, you know, college football, NBA going at the same time and all that. And, you know, I realized that the American sports landscape is so different. It's so different now because there's so much things to watch. So much things to watch if you're a sports junkie like myself. And sometimes you can get caught up into all of watching these sports. Especially me love my soccer, EPL, you have France, you have France League, you have Italian League, you have Spain League. All of these are now available to us. You know, and what has happened is that streaming has become number one appetite for most sports fans. You know, they're the biggest boxing show. Mike Tyson was 59 and this brother, Netflix came on Netflix. Netflix get involved with sports. I tell you, man, if you have a couple of stocks in Netflix, it's good. If you will buy it down, man. Yeah, man. Because once again, Netflix now is branching into sports apart from the movies, and they're picking their sports that they want to be in and investing in it. Because with the Tyson fights and that guy, they had an issue. It kept spinning. The bandwidth wasn't there. Bandwidth wasn't there to fight because people logged in and watching that fight. So, you know, streaming has become one of the biggest entertainment right now through sports. And we have to remember that now. You know, cable is, people say cable is in a dying state. But, you know, what on the cable, the price of cable is too high. Because if you can buy, I mean, say, argument say you pay $24 and you buy a streaming services for $12, $5 a month or $10 a month, it still work and you get every channel you get because YouTube is in streaming and they're having everything now on YouTube. So streaming is going to be one of the critical things from once you can get what you want. You know, cable is becoming a little bit redundant and the prices are getting a little bit high. But some have to break. If cable companies like Verizon and all those companies want to be back in business, they have to start looking at reducing their price. Because for once the market started to anticipate if I can get everything on my streaming and all I'm going to need is the internet from you company, then they're going to be losing a lot of revenue. And that's just it. Because from my perspective on the cable, you have to watch on news channels. I don't watch a lot of channels, to be honest. No one then I might flick through and go to a channel to watch something. But there's so many channels that I don't use. So it's going to come back in maybe near future, value for money. What you want to spend on what you want. You consumer want to choose what you want to watch. And that's where I'm looking to see where TV, internet, and streaming going to go. You're going to want to watch what you want. You're not going to watch it. If you want to watch local news, you're going to pay for news alone. You're going to pay for sports alone. Big up all my EPL fans, them, Liverpool. You know, my Spurs team, the 12 right now. Oh, boy. Yeah, Spurs are doing them thing. The Man U fans, them. Oh, boy. The fire the coach eventually, boy. But this new coach, I can find it hard. Because he has to restructure the team for Man U. The Chelsea fan, them, I ramp up and rail up. And see them start get some bites, some licks recently. Arsenal today won. I mean, that's good for them. Man City boy, they're going through a transition. I think the coach, Pep boy, listen, you know, Lord glory to them when they were winning 6 championships and all them. There come a time when a team going deep. This is what it is because you're restructuring. Some players have to go, some new players freshen up a team and all that. As I said, share the spoil. Yeah, share the spoil sometime. And that's what's going to with Manchester City. So we're a new winner. Liverpool fan them like Toten. All Liverpool fan them brag on both Milton Walker and company. Boy, they're on cloud 9 right now. When's the ball? 5 points lead. Hey, well, that's good. EPL alive. And I mean, it's the best league in the world right now. I'll be watching our league, but trust me, the EPL are with standards way, way, way up there. And that's just it. So, you know, so that's basically it on EPL. NBA, you know, NBA, you know, a few articles coming out where the viewership is being dropped. Yes, the viewership is being dropped, but, you know, the NBA has to find a way to get captured. And I think what happened to me from my perspective is that they have Although they've spread their wings in terms of availability for other people to see, I think that that somehow the games are not enticing. They are bringing the NBA Cup, which is fine. I like it. It brings some variety to the NBA, but I think there's just something not checking with the NBA right now. I think they will get it right back eventually. The women NBA is going on well. They're getting more viewership and they're getting more sponsors and all that. And that's good. For me, for 2025, I just want to say that, there's going to be new things. Me and some colleagues of mine, we hear more every week as we go along. We're planning to put on this next gen invitation relays high school edition in April 19, 2025. We have got some with the confirmation and trying to solicit schools going to bring high school, hopefully bring all high school teams from Jamaica. But it's going to be invitation, so it's our first event. So you'll hear more as we go along in the months. So check it out. Next Gen Invitation Relays. Next Gen New York Invitation Relays, High School Edition, April 19th. Right, April 19th. And that should be, interesting day. I will be keeping it at the Memorial Stadium. Yeah, Memorial Stadium in Mount Vernon. That's where the event is planned for. So stay tuned for that. You're going to hear a lot of ads and all that about it. We dream, and we dream big. And I'm hopeful that the team and myself for Next Gen Event Incorporated will produce a nice event for New York City, what I call Tri-State area, where we get the best athletes coming up from Jamaica versus the athletes up here, meeting the next generation of athletes. So stay tuned for more of that information. And once again, I want to thank you for joining me. As I said, tonight will be a half-an-hour show. I hope that you'll be enjoying all my new series of My Perspective, and I hope that you will join me on Wednesday nights, starting next week Wednesday, 8:30 to 9:30, for another episode of My Perspective. Remember, the time is 8:30 to 9:30 every other Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night at 8:30 to 9:30. So please join me for My Perspective next week Wednesday, when we continue the new season, new series of My Perspective. Thank you all for joining me for this short edition, and wish you all a happy new year and a prosperous one for you and your family. And remember, please be safe, and more blessings and more love to you all. So thank you once again, and see you all next week Wednesday for another episode of My Perspective. Have a wonderful night and enjoy the rest of the week. One love. Blessings. Peace out.